What is going on, everybody? So today I figured I would talk about something that I haven't really touched on yet on the channel, just because it's something that I'm kind of trying to still figure out my feelings for, even though we've known about this for a very long time. I want to talk about, of course, another playable character in Kingdom Hearts 3. And I've been on the fence. Like, sometimes I have my days where I'm like, I can't wait to play as, you know, Riku or maybe Roxas or Kairi, Young Master Ericus, just something like that. To me, some days I feel like that it's a very, very cool thing that they could add. But then there's days where I feel like it just could maybe, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me because, first off, we've had all of these main series games where we're playing as Sora. Sora is the protagonist. He is the main character. But they're constantly integrating, you know, Riku into the game, and obviously with Birth by Sleep we had 3 different playable characters, and yeah, it's fun, and I don't only like Sora. Trust me, Sora is not at the top of my list of favorite characters, not that I don't like him, but there's just characters that I prefer over him, such as Aqua and Riku. And I think that Riku and Aqua have had their story arcs, they've had their moments. I don't think that we really need to have another playable character at this point. Just because this is Sora's story, okay, guys? This is the end of the Dark Seeker saga. We've been following Sora's journey and learning about everybody on his just everybody that has influenced him and everybody that's connected to him. We've learned about that through what, like 8 or 9 games already. Like, I don't feel like we need to play as another character. And I know that this is sort of, I'm having one of those days where I'm feeling like we don't need another character. But, I mean, it's going to happen. I guess, you know, there are obviously candidates. But I just, for some reason, like, have my days where I'm just like, I want this to just be Sora. I want this to just be a Sora thing. And obviously there are some cases where, like, if we're going through the tutorial and the game starts off with that cutscene of Young Master Ericus and Young Master Xehanort, if we go through like maybe it's like a combat training thing where you know, you're Young Master Ericus and you're learning about the basics in battle and you're battling against Young Master Xehanort, that's something that I can kind of get behind. But, like, if we stray away from Sora back and forth and we go to Riku and then we go to Aqua, it's like we're following, like, way too many stories at once, and I don't feel like we need to play as those characters in order to basically just learn more about them and their development throughout Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't think that we need to be bouncing back and forth. And honestly, like, this is kind of like, if they could execute it correctly, but for example, like in Chain of Memories, where we were playing as when we were playing as Sora and then we played as Riku, we basically played through the same thing twice, and it got a little stale for me. Although I loved learning more about Riku and Chain of Memories, it just wasn't really something that I enjoyed doing, especially after playing like a 15-20 hour campaign with Sora and then jumping in as Riku. So then moving on to Birth by Sleep, those stories were all shorter, but we got to experience pretty much the same thing again, despite minor things. And then Aqua's story, obviously, towards the end picks up a little more, and she has more to herself. And let me see, Dream Drop Distance, bouncing back and forth between Riku and Sora was a headache, and I feel like that might be more or so of what they're going for Kingdom Hearts 3. Sorry. And I just don't want that to happen. I want the story to be easy to understand. I want to be able to just focus on one thing, like just Sora's story. And like I said, if there's like a tutorial or if there's a little like hour in a mission, that's totally fine with me. But if there's going to be this constant back and forth toward, like, you know, like bouncing between like stories and stuff, like, oh, you see a cutscene with Riku and then you play as Riku for a little bit, and then you go back to Sora, you play the main campaign for a couple hours, then oh, you see a cutscene with Aqua in the Realm of Darkness or something, then you have to go play as Aqua. That would be absolutely way too much. I know that they said that there's only going to be one playable character, but you never know, they could go back on that. I just don't want to be juggling all these characters and all their storylines. I want to just play as Sora. But I don't know, those are just my thoughts. I'm having one of those days where I felt like I just wanted to rant about it a little bit, because if they are going to do this, which they are, they need to do it correctly. So I think that the best way for them to possibly do it is for them to just have like either like a tutorial and you play as one character, or maybe even during the final fight, if you're bouncing back between like a couple characters, that's totally fine with me too. But like for the main, like middle 80-85% of the game, I want it to just be Sora. Because, like I said, I want to be in the mood. I don't want to have to be bouncing back and forth between all these stories, and I want to just focus on Sora. But, I mean, I don't know. My opinion could change tomorrow. This is just how I feel right now. But let me know down below, guys, how you feel about other characters. Let me know who you think that other possible characters could be other than just Aqua or Riku. Those are just the ones off the top of my head. Maybe even Kairi too, but I don't know. That could be another tutorial thing. I don't know. They're telling us so many different things. There's so many different possibilities. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, just let me know down below. Remember to leave a like on this video, and most importantly, subscribe and hit that stupid bell because I don't upload every day. YouTube doesn't want to push my videos, so if you want to make sure that you are alerted when I actually upload a video, remember to just hit that stupid bell, and you should be able to get notified. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.